to my channel. Today's video is going to be finally my eyebrow tutorial. You guys have been asking for this video for years, and I'm so happy that I'm finally uploading this because I can finally get it out of the way. Oh my god, you guys, I cannot even begin to tell you how far my eyebrows have come. Like, literally, my eyebrows have been everywhere. They've been all kinds of shapes and sizes throughout the years that I've done makeup, and honestly, I think I have finally found the shape that I love. Like, seriously, I am so obsessed with these eyebrows. My sister, she does eyebrows as well, and she has helped me so much grow my eyebrows into how they are now, and I am so obsessed with my eyebrows now, you guys. Like, I don't think I would ever say that about my brows, but I can finally say that, and I'm really happy that I have found the right shape for my eyebrows, and I think I'm never gonna change them ever again. But yeah, I don't know why it took me forever to upload this video. I get so overwhelmed, you guys, because I have so many videos that I want to upload, and I just want to I just want to upload them all at the same time, but I can't. Like, it takes time, obviously, to upload and make these videos. So I think that's why it took me forever to film this, but I'm so happy that I finally got to upload this here on my channel. So yeah, if you're interested in learning how I do these Instagram brows, then just please keep on watching. Alright, you guys, so let's get on with this tutorial. The first thing I do recommend doing is brushing out your eyebrows. You do not want to have crazy eyebrows because it is going to be a lot more harder for you to do them than it already is. So make sure they are all nice and neat before you start the process. One of the main reasons why I love the Anastasia number 14 pencil so much is because it really does have a thin brush, so it's really going to help your eyebrows look super sharp and neat. It also does help get in those small places and make those small places really intense. So my first tip is I always like to grab a makeup remover wipe and squeeze the tip of the brush in between the wipe. That way it will make the brush a lot more thinner, leaving you with more control of the brush. The second tip I do recommend for you guys is that if you are using an angle brush, you want to make sure that you grab the angle brush a certain way. It does have to do a lot with how you hold the brush. For example, when you are doing your right eyebrow, you want to make sure that the angle brush is pointing left. And when doing your left eyebrow, you want to make sure the angle brush is pointing right. Quickly, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be using for my brows. I'm going to be using this dip brow pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in medium brown. If you're not willing to spend $20 on this dip brow pomade, there's definitely a lot of dupes in the drugstore that you will be able to afford, because I understand no one has that much money to spend on one single makeup product, because, girl, I understand, okay? I've been there. So the concealer that we're going to be using is this one. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, but any concealer that you have will work perfectly fine. Now that we have our eyebrows nice and neat, I'm going to start lining the shape of my eyebrows. I always like to start on the very bottom arch of my eyebrows, just because this is a part of my brows I really want to find, and it helps me start building my brows a lot more quicker. I feel like when you start more on the bottom, you get more of an easier boost and control to build your brows, just because most of the time we don't have stubborn hairs like we do on top. So lining the shape of the bottom first would be a smart thing to do. If not, you can totally do it the way you like doing it. I just preferably like doing it on the bottom first. So what I'm doing now is I'm grabbing the brush in the way that I showed you guys. So obviously I'm doing my left eyebrow, so the angle brush is pointing right. I'm not going to switch the brush any other direction at all. To fill in your eyebrows, you basically want to fill them in the way your hairs naturally grow. Also, you do not want to begin so harshly. You want to make sure that you fill in your eyebrows in small strokes and flicking motions with the brush. It is really going to help you build your brows slowly but surely. I do like to start filling my eyebrows in bottom to top. I like to do that also because I feel like you get more of a control when you're trying to shape your brows. It is really going to help you know how thick or thin you like your brows to be. Now I'm going to start shading in the beginning of my brows. The beginning of your brow has to be the lightest part of your brow. The darkest part of your brow has to be the end tail of the brow. What helps me make the beginning of the brow appear lighter is just flicking the brush upwards, how my hair naturally grows, and I'm not adding any more product to the brush. I'm using the rest of the product that I used into filling the brow. Now we're going to line up the top of the brow. This is a part I tried to make as straight as possible because I do not like to use concealer for the top of my brow. It's okay if you do mess up because we're going to clean it up with concealer anyway. Now I'm just going to bring down the tail of the brow a little bit more lower than normal just because I really like that long looking brow. Also, one thing I did forget to mention is that I never like to start with my eyebrows right away with a bare face. I always like to start my eyebrows when I'm done with the whole foundation and contour and highlighting process. I feel like it just brings the whole eyebrow look together. So that is one thing I do before doing my eyebrows. What I'm going to do next is I'm just going to make some finishing touches to my eyebrows. I am just going to make sure everything looks perfect and that they look perfect to me. I'm also going to blend in the beginning of the brow a little bit more with the actual brow itself because it kind of just doesn't blend out how I want to. So you'll see me do that right now. I'm also going to grab the spoolie of the brush as well, and I'm going to grab the spoolie to blend everything out, making sure I have no bald spots. And like I said, it really is going to blend your whole entire eyebrow together. Now we're going to clean up the brows or carve them, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to be using that matte concealer that I showed you guys, and I'm not even going to tell you guys the name of this brush because I do not remember where I got it or the name of it, so I do apologize for that, you guys. But I do like carving out my brows with very thin flat brushes because it does help me get that defined, intense, straight line. So now I'm going to blend everything out with this Sigma brush. I do not know the name of it, but I will list it here on the screen because I do not remember, like I just said. But I'm just going to blend everything out, making sure that I have no harsh lines whatsoever. And I'm also going to carve out the edge of the brow. I'm not going to carve out the top of my brow because, like I said, I do not like that white line on top of that. So I'm just going to do that only on the edge of the brow and blend that out as well. And the very last step we're going to do, so just how you set your foundation and everything else, we're going to do the same with our brows. We're going to make sure they are set and make sure they don't move anywhere throughout the whole entire day. So I am going to grab an eyeshadow that is the same color as my brow or hair, whatever you want to use. And what I'm going to do is just kind of just apply this on top of everything that we just did, and it's going to make the eyebrow appear more fuller and more defined. So I do like to do that to my brows, and that is basically like my brow gel because I do not use brow gel at all because I do not have stubborn hairs. But if you do have stubborn hairs, I do recommend using a brow gel. But that is pretty much what I do with my eyebrows, you guys. I'm just going to make sure that they're perfect, and these are the results of my before and after. I love my eyebrows so much, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a lot from it as well. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye, my loves.